Welcome back, everyone. Had a request to start with some pond footage, and I thought this was a pretty good clip. This is in our front pond, and I will say we need some native help trying to identify what these are. I have searched high and low Florida freshwater fishes, and I can't find a match for these guys. But they are very prevalent in all of our ponds. So help me out if you know. But time for us to get back to the plant room. Of course, we've got some maintenance to do, so let's get on into it. This is my Dracaena Marginata. It's got some really pretty pink on the edges of its leaves, and it's supposed to stand honestly straight up tall. And I think once upon a time it did. But since we moved to Florida, in its pot, it's been leaning closer and closer to finally reach the sun, and now as you can see it's starting to grow upward instead of sideways. It found the sun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in, we're gonna chop it, and then I'm gonna pot it. Also, you can cut this one down lower and it should sprout out some new growth. This pilo moss and other mosses that Lucas just used to toss in it from our old aquarium. Used to have another tree here. That one just kind of withered away with time. So this is going to be a huge transition for this poor baby. But it's time. And I'm glad to see her thriving. All right. So here, I'm going to cut it pretty close to the base. And then I'm also going to cut it up here closer to the top. There we go. So I'm gonna have to try and root it in like this and hope that I can rotate it to get it to kind of turn itself back the other way. Because see, the head here should be more straight up. So we'll get that corrected with sunshine and rotation. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stick this very live, very green piece down into the dirt. Then this one, you can plant pieces of the stem just like we're doing. It will sprout from the top. So I'm measuring with this, about 3 is usually a good spot. So I think that looks good. Oof. Now, what I also want to do is try to straighten this one up some. Oh, wow. You can feel the base of the trunk down in there. There used to be 2, maybe even 3 of them in here once upon a time. I'm gonna put some new dirt in. All right, so we're gonna take the thicker end and make it the bottom. It's got a little bit of a curve to it. Oh, this feels so abrupt. You know I'm gonna lose a lot of these lower leaves. They're just gonna dry up. It's just a natural part of this whole reverting process. Still want to keep them as long as I can because they're beautiful. You know, let's just say goodbye. You're pulling down. Don't try and pull to the side or up. Ones that are hanging downward, not so happy. The ones that are shooting up, that's how it should be. This way we're going to have all nice, healthy trunk. Okay. This is going to be a lot. Okay, but it's going to be a happy plant. All right, so up close, here she is after. Oh my goodness. So we've got the main girl here. I don't know why I give them genders, but like I said, she's leaning forward, so I'm going to put her here where the sunrise in the morning is going to pull her in that direction. And then these other 2 stalks, this front one is the new one, the back one is the older existing one. So he got straightened up, and this one's just been placed. So let's hope they enjoy their new life. Usually when you buy these, they do come potted in groups of 2 or 3. So trying to put 3 of them in here I think is going to be perfect. This is about this, well, it was a little smaller size pot when we got it. It was repotted one time, again in the last 8 years. So here's to new beginnings. She's beautiful. After 60 days, I see a little bud. And that was my confirmation. This is after 6 months. We've got 2 sprouts coming out of the old main stem. And then there's also 2 sprouts coming out of the new one that we stuck in the back. That was the middle portion. That one is just gorgeous. It's the biggest on top. Smaller guys and the old original mama's got some growing to do, but overall I'm so happy. Don't mind that other color back there. That's a completely separate plant I picked up in the last 6 months. But very happy with this transition. I really appreciate you guys coming along the journey with me yet again. We'll be seeing some more frequent videos from me now that, again, spring has sprung. I can't believe we've been here for an entire year now. So lots of transitions and things to share, and lots going in the garden right now. So that will be very fruitful this summer as opposed to last. He's making the noise. Thank you all so much for watching. See you next time.